Hey, it's Chico, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about the 3 campaigns that you need to have in place for your Facebook ads to find motivated sellers. This is the foundation of everything I do, and if you get these 3 campaigns up and running, obviously you have to be able to implement them correctly, but the starting point is if you get all of these correct and if you get them operational, then you're going to have an amazing, tremendous chance of making Facebook work when it comes to lead generation for real estate investors. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. And I have my notes as always, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Remember, if you are not a subscriber to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. That is your down payment for the content that I create. However, if you are already subscribed, I'm not going to let you get away from here scot-free. Give me a like, make a comment. Let me know, Chico, I love the video. Chico, I didn't like the video. Chico, I'm tired of seeing you on these videos. Whatever it is you want to tell me. It's okay. You're never going to offend me. You can say, Chico, every time I hear your voice, I feel like I want to just put my eyes out. It sounds so horrible. If you said that to me, I never get offended. I say to myself, you know what? Maybe they're right. And I just don't see that about myself. Just wanted to make a quick adjustment on that. Oh my God, that's horrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So there's a couple of different types of campaigns that we're going to be running when it comes to Facebook ads. And I'm going to use my big Sharpie. Judge it. You always want to, I say you always judge a real estate guru by the size of a Sharpie. That's what I say. All right, so unless someone else has a bigger Sharpie than me. My God, this thing smells. All right, so we got, the first one is going to be zip codes. All right, so I'm going to write down here, zip code campaign. There you go. Zip campaign. The second campaign is what I call a pin drop, P-I-N, and that's drop, right? Pin drop campaign. And then the last but not least, you may have heard of this one before, is going to be a retarget. I'm just going to put that retargeting campaign. And then, of course, I have a bonus campaign. Oh, yeah, baby. Nothing like the bonus campaigns. All right, so that's what I got here today. Let me get my other marker. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, Chico, didn't Facebook pass a bunch of different regulations about that you couldn't use targeting and you can't target zip codes with housing and there's all this other stuff? And the answer is yes, they did. So they did pass all those regulations. They don't apply to us. They don't apply to us as a real estate investor. If you are a member of my Find Motivated Sellers Online Facebook group, there is a post that I made recently about that, giving you instructions on how to overcome that. But the fact is that we don't want to follow those guidelines because they're not good guidelines, at least for us. I mean, you could work around them, but they just make things a little bit more difficult. All right, so a zip code targeting campaign, what we're doing is the same concept of, let's say you were going to do a direct mail campaign, you're going to, oh my God. All right, so for a zip code targeting campaign, what we're going to do is we're going to go out and we're going to find the zip codes that have the most investor activity in the market that you're looking to work. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run Facebook ads around those zip codes. Now, how do you find those zip codes? On my channel, there's a couple videos that show you how to go out and how to do the research to find the zip codes with the highest investor activity. You figure those out, and those are the ones you're going to use as a starting point. And then you're going to target ads, the ads and the image of the ads. I have another video here in this channel that talks about the ultimate Facebook ad for motivated sellers. I call it my digital bandit sign. I'm the one that pioneered that. And that's what you would use for the zip code ads. And what we'll do is we'll put all those in the description so you can kind of go through those videos and take a look at them after you're done here. Now, with that, so we have the zip code campaign. Now, the other type of campaign that we have is called a pin drop campaign. Now, again, you don't want to follow the regulations that are in existence right now with Facebook and their targeting for real estate. they're too restrictive. Again, we're real estate investors. Technically, those regulations don't apply to us. So what we're going to do is, if you follow the regulations, Facebook wants you to do a 15-mile radius with a pin. And the pin drop is really where you take a particular part of the city and you drop the pin. And if you could imagine like a pebble, like you drop something into the lake and then it further expands out. So that pin is going to go and expand out 15 miles, which is a significant distance. I mean, from Miami, I'm in Broward, that encompasses a whole lot of people. So technically with a pin drop, we want to do a pin drop with a much smaller, typically I typically do like 5 miles or something like that, so a third of what Facebook really wants you to do. And so a pin drop is where you're going to go in and you're going to target a much bigger area. Typically, you know, zip codes, you're targeting somewhere between 10 to 20, 30,000 people depending on the area. However, with a pin drop, you're going to be targeting more in the lines of 250 to 500,000 or 600,000 people. Now, with the pin drop campaigns, you have the option of doing one or two things. Now, you have an option of running those with interest, right? With interest. Or without interest. I recommend you test both. All right, and we have a set of interests inside of my inside of the Find Motivated Sellers online product, where we'll give you all the different interests that we target. But you have an option of either interest or no interest. I'd recommend you test both and see which one works. Some markets the non-interest works better. Some markets the interest work better. So interest would mean like, hey, I want somebody who's visited a home refinancing site, or maybe who's looked into divorce or looked into probate, etc. And no interest is where you just say, find me some people. Now, interestingly enough, the no interest works because Facebook can read your ad. Facebook can read the contents of your website. So they have an idea of what it is that you do and how you do it. So they're not going completely blind. And as they start showing people the ads and as people start interacting with the ad, they start to get an idea of what the ad is about, what you're doing. And so they'll direct people, the right people to your particular campaign. So that's a pin drop campaign. The next campaign runs in conjunction with these. So this retargeting campaign here gets people from the pin drop and the zip code. So what happens is that you're going to run ads, say for zip codes and pin drops. People are going to submit their information, but the majority of people are not going to submit their information. Some of the people will click on the form to submit their information and then they won't finish it. They'll back out. Some of them will go ahead and go on your website. Some of them will go ahead and click on your ad and look around and etc. And so what happens is the people that do that but never submit the form, we feel that there's some sort of interest there. And so then what we do is that we can put out an ad that goes and tells Facebook, look, all these people that poked around my site, that looked around and, but never really submitted the form, I want to be able to target those people. And I want to make ads. So I want to give you these ads to show to these people. And that's what a retargeting campaign is. Another interesting thing that you can do is, let's say if you're doing any sort of pay-per-click advertising or SEO advertising, then you want to be able to have a remarketing campaign, a retargeting campaign up and running, so that whenever someone visits your website, you can always come back and retarget them on Facebook and Instagram if they don't fill out all of the information for your forms. Now, the final bonus campaign here that I'm going to talk about here is what's called a video views campaign. A video views campaign. Now, a video views campaign, what it does, oh my God, I really butchered that word, but you know what I'm talking about here. A video views campaign is one where you're going to record a series of videos on your phone. Right now, I'm talking to you, I'm recording this with my cell phone, with just a regular audio. I forgot to plug in the microphone. I said, screw it. I think you can hear me fine. If you're in a noisy environment, then use a little lapel mic. But you use your phone, and what I would recommend is, I just did a video on this. Let me get it. Get a book like this called The Ultimate Sales Letter that will help you how to write a good sales message, which a video is a good sales message. And however, if you are inside of my program, you have access to my video scripts. So you're going to create a video, and let's say you'll create a series of 3 videos, and those 3 videos will run on Facebook. And those 3 videos will be shown to a variety of different prospects. And let's just say that they're 2 minutes long. actually 3 minutes long. And so you could say to Facebook, look, 3 minutes long, I want you to show these videos out there in the marketplace, and whenever somebody watches 25% of any of these videos, I think that they're interested. I think that they might be interested in what I got to say. So I want to take and send my retargeting ads to those people. And so you start to build up an audience of people that are watching your videos, and now you're retargeting them with ads to get them to submit their information. And I'm going to do a series of videos on this because this is a very powerful technique. But this here technique is how the technique here at the bottom here, my bonus technique here, that technique there is a technique that's going to allow you to become almost like a local real estate celebrity in your town, where you can effectively go into any area of town and start showing your commercial, your video ad. And now people are going to start to see it. And, let's say you have a group of 600,000 people in your market. Not everybody's going to be a prospect. Let's say out of those people, there might be 10 or 15,000 people in that marketplace that have some interest in selling. They're thinking about it. They're, throwing it around in their head. And so what if you were able to collect those 15,000 people? And what if you were able to show them ads and show them these commercials, similar to what you would maybe want to show them if you were running TV ads, but now it's instead on the new TV, because the new TV is Facebook. This is TV right now. It's not the regular TV. It's a phone. That's TV right now. So imagine them seeing that all over the place, and they're going to think, oh my gosh, this guy, he must be buying up all the houses because I see him everywhere. And so that's what you want. And then you retarget them with ads, asking them, hey, by the way, I'm interested in buying a couple houses in the area this month. I would love to buy yours. Maybe if you're interested, go ahead and submit your information. And these are what I call the fundamental campaigns, right? In order of priority, I would say these three. You really got to put in. I always suggest you start with zip code. You can also do pin drop if you want, but start with one first. The retargeting campaign should be run as soon as the other one is running. You set one of these up, you start the retargeting campaign, and then you begin with the next one coming up. And then once you understand and you have this in place and you've been running it, you've been generating leads, then at that point then you can start thinking about maybe running some video ads, collecting some audiences, and really putting some firepower behind your marketing when it comes to your real estate business. This here, I think, is a fundamental skill for the internet. For you as a real estate investor, you must develop the skill and cultivate the skill of learning how to do. It sounds really weird, like I'm rubbing this here, like as if like it's kind of demented, right? No, never mind. You've got to be able to learn and understand paid advertising and to learn what it takes in order to successfully advertise in any platform, to give a platform like Facebook money, and to be able to get prospects out of that, to make it profitable for you. That's where the game is at. That's where my students are having the most success. I don't do any direct mail. I don't do any of that cold calling or RVMs. RVMs are actually illegal here in Florida. I focus on Facebook, and it's a thing, again, that my students and my clients are having amazing success. If you're interested, if you want to learn how to do that, if you want perhaps to consider me helping you in getting up and running with Facebook, go ahead and click on the links in the description. You can click on the link in the first comment. It should be there. You can also go to chrischico.com/training and watch some of the videos that I have here on the channel. I have some great case studies of clients that have had tremendous success with Facebook ads. They're killing it, and take advantage of it. The time is now. The future is here. The future is here. Either you get on the bus or the bus run you over. That's what I say. All right. Talk to you later.